Hello, friends, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 2 of the Derek Boyce case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. With all that being said, grab your hot Cheetos and let's dive back into today's case. In September of 2018, Derek Michael Boyce was charged with 2 counts of gross sexual assault, 2 counts of unlawful sexual contact with a minor, and was set to appear in court. Before the mom of the victim found her daughter naked and engaged in sexual activity with her teacher, she called the police. But prior to that, she had her suspicions of an inappropriate relationship. In fact, she had communicated verbally and electronically to the school about Mr. Boyce about her concerns that he was spending a little too much time with her daughter. Earlier that year, even the school staff noticed Mr. Boyce was spending too much time with a particular student. They were so concerned enough to notify the parents and Mr. Boyce and express their concern. Say concerned again. Some articles reported that the school administration agreed with the complaints and had talked to Mr. Boyce about it themselves. They communicated via Snapchat and then Signal, which is an encrypted messaging app. Also, I've worked on sexual harassment and sexual assault cases similar to this one, and if you don't think that your messages that disappear can ever be seen after, like in a court case, you are sadly mistaken. I have gone through thousands of social media discovery, including Snapchat records. The mom would not comment about how she felt about how the school handled her initial concerns before she found her daughter in bed with her teacher, but she did provide the following statement. My biggest concern is that there are other victims within the conference where he has taught before, out of state, and that's all I want to say today, unquote. And me too, girl, because WTF. And I also did read that she, after this whole ordeal happened, she did file a civil suit against the school, and good for her. On September 21st of 2018 at 9:20 p.m., the mom discovered Mr. Boyce and her daughter in bed together at her home. She called the Libsyn police, and like the little scaredy cat he is, this man drove to Pofem Beach to, quote, unalive himself, which he did not go through. The police noticed his clothes were still wet from his failed unaliving attempt when they interviewed him. The man told the mom and police that she had sex with him before, and that their relationship started after she was injured playing a sport when she became depressed, and like I said, they started talking over social media. The relationship turned romantical in May and sexually in July when they met at a park and performed oral on each other. The man claims that they only had intercourse twice. This real-life cucuy, hiding in plain sight at a private Christian school, told police that the sex was consensual and that no drugs were involved. In January of 2019, Derek Michael Boyce pleaded guilty to 10 felonies, including gross sexual assault, unlawful contact, and sexual abuse of a minor, and was handed an 8-year prison sentence. He apologized to the victim in court, and she was also able to face him and expressed how he had betrayed her trust. We've reached the end of today's episode over at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode on the next case. Make sure to follow me on socials. You guys could also find me on Spotify and Apple Podcast at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. I've already done a bunch of episodes like Casey Anthony, Aaron Hernandez, John Benet Ramsey, Maura Murray, Aunt Diane, and a lot more. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show wherever you listen. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all comments, questions, case suggestions, etc. Call me, beat me at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. And yes, that's yay area with the Y, like E40 said. Make sure to follow me on socials. My personal IG is at bayarea.housewife, and the podcast's IG is at Bay Area HW of True Crime. I'll see you chismosas y chismosos in the next. Adios.